You did that so seriously.
I like the clap. We are professionals right here.
Guys, at the edit line, dude, when he sees the clapping translated.
Yeah.
We are outside. Let me start with the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy MDKAY, Mr. I woke up like this. We are outside for the first time. I'm excited. The weather is good. There was a little bit of rain, but it's Amadlozi. They are blessing us. I'll explain what Amadlozi if you don't understand.
That's it.
Two tribes. We are outside. I'm chilling with the Stokvel'a team.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Stix Mathambo, the one and only, and I present to you Gugu.
Hey.
Just Google.
Googs. I could have said your surname, Hlophe, but I'm like,
Not the whole government.
just Googs. I'm rolling with the gorgeous one, the amazing one, the beautiful one, Miss Tina.
Hey guys.
Please.
Sanbanani Dumalang Tabela.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, Stixy,
Hola.
I've spoken with you so many times.
Hey, so many times.
Hey, yo, but there's someone watching here thinking this guy who's looking top notch. Who is this guy? How can you introduce Stix to the people in a short space of time?
In a short way.
Yeah.
Stix Mathambo.
Yeah.
I'm a DJ. And then...
And your phone is ringing.
Yes, let me switch it off.
They want their money, my man.
Huh?
They want their money.
Hey, the mafia man.
Yes.
These people who are late. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so Stix Mathambo, I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
And then I also am co-founder of Stokvel'a with the lovely lady over here, and also Mulemo, who couldn't
Make it.
Yeah.
Dope. Let's introduce Googs to the people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. I am not a DJ myself.
Okay.
More project management, shy admin, make sure everything is running smoothly,
Yeah.
keep the engine going.
Yeah.
And we as he said, also co-founder of Stokvel'a.
Yeah.
And it's our birthday today, so 1 year that we've been doing this, so excited.
Wow. Let's say happy anniversary, or should we say happy birthday? Which one is right? Happy birthday or happy anniversary?
They wanted us to sing happy birthday. There better be a cake.
Yeah, no, let's say anniversary.
Anniversary.
Yeah.
The boss lady has spoken.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to Stokvel'a.
Boo, 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 boo. All right, well done, guys. Well done. Good job.
Thank you.
Now, let's start with the name Stokvel'a.
Yeah.
How do you come about with the name Stokvel'a? Who comes up with it? Where does the idea come from?
Sure. I guess like with the name Stokvel'a, it was a collaborative effort, because I think when we were brainstorming in terms of a name for our event, it was just more of like, we want a name that, like, we don't have to explain what it means, that it will connect with people immediately from the word itself. You know? So, what names did we go through?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you didn't just wake up and be like Stokvel'a.
Nah.
Surely you must have went like through a list.
Yeah, but we had like a variety of like names.
Just
and
the one that resonated the most.
Stokvel'a was the one that stuck. Yeah, was it true?
Did you guys have like a meeting? Did you like write names down, or it was like a phone call? What do you think, Stokvel'a? No.
Yeah, we had it was a meeting, because I think after that, like we were talking about like the name, and then we said that we'll go back and then do logos and then present it.
Yeah. I can't believe it was only a year ago.
It's a year ago. It's so far
long
away.
ago
Is
to
it?
think of how we started. But as you said, it just was something that you didn't have to explain, resonated. A South African would know that word straight away.
Yeah.
And in Stokvel'a in general, a bunch are coming together. You know, it's joyous. There's a lot going on. So I think it just captured sort of the essence of what we were trying to do. But no.
That's basically it.
As easy as that. But then when you guys started at first, obviously now it's you and Gugu. Obviously, Mulemo is not here. How many people were there at the beginning when you guys started?
There was 4 of us.
Four.
Yeah, there
Four.
was 4 of us initially, yeah.
And who's the other partner?
Agaseko and respect, baby.
Okay. So we won't talk about that one.
Yeah, I mean, there's no beef.
There's no beef or anything like that.
Okay.
No, I think like,
You can't give me this though.
if you what?
You're tipping.
It doesn't. It's just.
Vaseline. This is much better. This is my core.
It doesn't have color, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So I mean, it's not that they we don't have any beef. It was just that for the other partner who eventually left. It was just because they had a bigger calling in terms of something that they
wanted to do.
Yeah, and they were really passionate about it, So, and it also needed a lot of time, resources on their end,
Yeah.
So then obviously you can't spread yourself then through two major projects, So I think for her it was just more of, it was a hard decision for her, of which we recognize. And yeah, for her it was just more of following her true calling for herself. And I think if anything, we'll always be indebted to her because she's literally the one who put
She
all of
brought
us
us together.
Together.
Yeah, because
She was the mutual friend.
She was the mutual friend between all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I met Stix.
my next question was going to be there.
I met Stix a year ago.
So how did you meet?
We said, let's sit down and talk business. Yeah.
That's sick.
So how did you meet him?
Stix,
Was it?
Before you continue, Stix, do you mind moving? Because you keep moving back and you keep going
Oh,
low.
okay.
Yeah.
It's either you move your chair forward for me.
Yeah.
And then, 'cause you go low
Dope,
a
I
lot.
like that.
Thank
Okay.
you.
That
That's
is dope.
perfect.
So how do you meet Stix?
Through
The partner?
Yes.
Okay. And then Mulemo?
Mulimo's my boy, so I've known him.
You've known him
since varsity. Yeah.
So that's how you meet Mulemo
Yeah,
and him.
yeah.
Okay. So now
We
Mulemo.
met.
Literally, that's how we met.
Are you
First business
serious?
meeting. Yeah.
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
Okay, but how was it for you? Was it scary? Were you nervous? Did you just click first time?
I don't mind. I'm a big fan of embracing new things, new people, new experiences. All that. So I wasn't nervous or uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was more just hoping that we'd get along.
Yeah.
And sort of have sing from the same hymn sheet.
Yes.
When you have different people from different areas, you come with different ideas. So we didn't want to be spread our ideas too far. We sort of wanted all to align.
Yeah.
So I think that was my main concern. Will we align? But I mean, new people, new teams, I don't mind that part.
But then what do you do? Do you get a call from your friend saying, yo, listen,
Yeah.
Zakala, I've got these guys, they want to start this thing. Are you interested? What are you doing at that time? Do you drop the phone and be like, okay, I'm coming, or were you just...
So what had happened and how she explained it to me even is that she picked up, we were all talking about the same thing in different corners.
Oh,
Yeah.
So she was
okay.
like, Gugu, we spoke about this not too long ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if she ran into you or Mo
Yeah, it
or
was
someone.
Yeah, it was when we had that paintballing. I don't know if you.
Yeah,
were you there at the paintballing thing?
Yes.
Okay.
You see, we
Yeah,
were
you
even
see?
at an event together.
You did?
Oh.
We didn't know each other.
But that was basically after that event,
Yeah.
because it was shortly after that.
So
yeah.
the
So, I mean, we
paintballing
did it-
thing where you...
We're all painting like it was just an outing.
Okay.
Just like
An
a paintball.
outing, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm saying that's how unfamiliar
Familiar
we were.
you
We
were.
there.
Were
The
there.
group of like 30 of
Ah.
us. He was there. I was there. I didn't know him.
didn't know,
I only
yeah.
knew later he was there.
Wow.
But yeah, so she basically called me up and said, friend, I've had this conversation multiple times with different people.
Yeah.
Let me just bring everyone into... She started the WhatsApp group. She's like, I'm going to add everyone into one WhatsApp group who's talking about it and let's talk about it together and
Yeah.
see if we can collaborate. And we've been in the same WhatsApp group.
Wow,
ever
and now
since.
it's a year.
It's a year later, yeah.
Wow. Okay, let's talk about now when you guys started. How did you then share the roles as to Wena, you're gonna do this, Wena, you're gonna do that? How did that happen?
This one was quite a difficult one. I think with this one there was a lot of chopping and changing, but I think from the word go there was just sort of certain strengths that we all had.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so for me from then and even up until now, so the creative element of what we do, you know,
Yeah.
whether it's for Stokvel'a, whether it's First Friday, that's predominantly me.
Yeah.
So what you see in terms of posters on the socials, that's predominantly what I do.
Yeah. So is that the media side of things?
So yeah, so basically so anything media related, that's mostly me.
Yeah.
Even conceptualization of certain events, except for Stokvel'a, Stokvel'a it was all of us, but
Yeah.
for First Friday, conceptualizing it, it was more of I'll conceptualize the idea, present
Yeah.
it to Gugu. Gugu will grill me on it. And
Yeah.
she grills us.
I was
she
gonna
grills
ask
us on
you, like,
everything.
what if you do a post and she doesn't like it? Do they have a say in saying, I don't like that?
Yeah. No,
Bullet points.
Yeah.
no, like
Actually said each other. Please change the font of
Fonts,
the
just-
pictures
yeah.
a bit too high.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
we
like-
challenge
So
each
it's not
other.
like whatever he says goes. It's like,
No,
nah,
not at all.
Challenge each other and say, no,
Not-
that's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
add this,
not at
edit
all.
this.
Not
at
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's very good, like with visually,
With
like what it should
visuals.
look like at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Okay.
I'm easier that once I see it, be like, okay, maybe it would look better
Like
like this.
that and
But I
whatever.
struggle. I'm not a creative,
start
so
it.
I
Oh.
struggle to just start something from scratch and say,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is the image I want. He's
exactly.
good at
Yeah. So yeah.
Tell
So,
petrol. Magelo,
that.
yeah. So from the beginning, it's been like that.
Yeah.
I mean, when was it? Was it this week where I was just like, when I sent a screenshot of the first poster that we ever did, and I was like, 4 grown people
Is it?
approved this with
Wow.
Popeyes. I was just like, so yeah, guys, go
I'm
back.
gonna need that
go,
picture.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I'm gonna need
it's
it.
there on our socials. Like,
Is
is it the first one?
First or second post.
First or second post that we ever
On our
did, like the
Instagram.
very first flyer that we had for the very first Stokvel'a, it's there.
Yeah.
It's I'm a Popeye.
Yeah, but for the audience, send it to me. I'll remind you. Misty, please, they need to send it so I can
Yeah.
show it to the
Definitely.
public.
Yeah, you know,
Embarrassing.
yeah, it's
But
so
it
embarrassing.
shows growth.
It shows growth, you know,
Yeah.
because now you look at that one and then you look at the one now, and you can see the difference in
In
terms-
growth.
Yeah, in growth. You know, not necessarily only visually, but also just like in terms of the event itself.
Yeah.
You know, so creatively and all of that media side related. That's mostly me, and
Yeah.
then also another thing that I'll mostly do is if we have like. If we try like certain deals with different or collaborate with different people,
Mm-hmm.
I'll sort of like bring it in, but I hand everything over to Googs and Mo because they, I mean, I have a very soft heart, so
Yeah.
they are
The ones who like the
they are
bad
the ones
cops.
they took business,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah,
Let's talk about a bit about Mo. He's not here. He's in SA. He hasn't left us, has he? He hasn't left Stokvel'a.
No, he's only. Yeah.
Okay. So the trip, is he still coming back or he's going to work from distance or you guys don't know about that?
So yeah, you can.
Yeah, I mean, initially we'll try it out, sort of working from distance, but I think he has intentions as well to come back. For some
okay.
events. Yeah. So no,
Yeah.
it's not that he's left us. It's just a temporary sort of break.
Cool.
And then
Yeah.
Let's start with the challenges. You start this thing, everybody's excited. Oh, we're going to do Stokvel'a. And then they don't realize some of the challenges that you meet there. What kind of challenges did you guys come across where you're like, ish, I don't know if this is going to work? Did you guys come across anything like that?
Do you mean
Difficulties,
working with
as-
us
yeah,
or
as-
with the
No,
sort
as a
of-
group,
oh,
as a team,
group, us.
where you come across any difficulties, maybe you come to a place and then there's not enough people or transport or money, those kind of things where you think, we're going to make a lot of money here, and then you make a loss. How do you deal with those kind of things as a team?
We've always been quite encouraging, is what I can think of. So if it's I think our first 1 or 2 were loss making.
Yeah.
And we never let it deter us. So we were always like, guys, it was a good event.
Yeah.
Yes, the numbers aren't coming together, but
Yeah.
that's a cash flow thing as well, and we'll get better and all of that. So I think that was one of them. We've always been good to each other from
Okay.
that point of view and encouraging and saying, no, let's keep going, it's going to grow.
Yeah.
But on that point, it's going to grow, I think, is one of our biggest
Biggest
challenges,
yeah.
which we touched on as well
It's a
last
problem.
time.
Yeah. What it growing?
Yes,
Yeah.
projecting
Oh.
where it's going to go. So as you guys might see, if you followed us, this is a new venue
It's a new
for
venue.
our
Yeah.
anniversary. We outgrew the last one.
Yeah.
It was starting to become sardines.
Yeah. We'll talk about the venue in a minute. Yeah.
So this is our first time here. We're trying it out. Hope it looks good. So those are some of the challenges, the expansion and trying to keep up with that.
Yeah.
And then, like we said, we've met a year ago, so it's been quite nice. Not a challenge, but quite nice, sort of becoming friends through the process as well.
Yeah.
We had to sort of overcome that strangeness. We were strangers at the beginning.
Yeah.
And sort of, I'm also very, as you said, like I'm straight to the point, but I'm like, oh, I just
I've
met
heard.
this guy. I don't know if I can maybe let it go. Maybe month 3, I'll show him who I am. That's why
So
we
you're
have
just
that
keeping it
Popeye
safe?
poster. And then afterwards, I was like, nah. You know, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, which has actually worked out really well because I think like all of us were like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we we talk, man. We communicate, you know. So I think that's what's been the thing. If we don't like something, we let it be known.
Okay.
You know, and then we just work on making that thing better, you know. And I think like for the three of us, it's always understanding that like, look, when we say something or if we critique or whatever, we're not attacking you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like for the betterment of the event at the end of the day. That's effectively the overall goal. You know, we want to create a good experience for people.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it's just that thing of like we need to be comfortable with like being in an uncomfortable situation, being told that like, hey, Mchana, this is not
This is not good. This is not good.
you know,
Yes.
being told, you know, like I mean, just this week already. You know,
You're already being.
The week before it was tense.
Yeah, the week before it was always tense. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I have a question for you
Go on.
guys.
Yes.
Talking about growth, at the start, did you guys have like any targets to say, we want to create this many events? Did you say, oh, we're just going to do like 5 events in a year, or we're going to do 10 events in a year? And did you like meet any of those numbers, like on what you guys are creating? I mean, fair enough about the numbers and the attendance, but when you guys were creating, did you say, okay, our target is to create, like, we want people to come together once a month, or we want people to come together once in 2 months? Like, what were the project, because you're a project manager, like, what was the vision board looking like at the start?
So I wouldn't say when we initially met. So we met halfway last year, June.
Yeah.
I think the first 6 months we sort of were winging it slightly in terms of we didn't know first if people would receive it. So the first one, our first event was even free.
Is it?
We
Where was
zero
the first? Where was the first
charge.
event?
Jumbi in Peckham. It was a bit of a, let's just,
See how it
what a teaser.
a taster.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Masibone ukuthi kwenzeka la.
Kwenzeka la.
people like
Yeah.
it. They are like,
And how was the response though? With the first one?
Crazy.
good. No,
People
it
did you have? 250.
oh yeah, over 200.
Did you guys estimate that, or you were like,
Oh
oh,
no, we were shocked.
okay?
Oh, wow.
That's when event nights like sold out. Yeah, sold out at 0, but sold out.
Yeah.
We should have charged them.
That
Oh,
was
wow.
the first one. It was just like product concept. Do people
Yeah.
want it? Then when we saw after the first one, okay, people want this.
Yeah.
Then we did a bit of winging, like I said, trying to figure it out. I think it was only towards the end of last year.
Yeah.
We said, let's start to formalize. We had a proper strategy
Structure.
meeting.
Yeah.
I think we had like a 3-4 hour strategy.
Wow.
I was like, I'm tired.
I think really.
Strategy. I mean, we even went up to Birmingham and
Yeah.
we went and sat there for hours and said, what is this? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went around the circle. What's your vision? Where do you want this to go?
Yeah.
Wrote it down, all of that stuff. And then
Yeah.
from there, we got a bit more structure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so even like with our calendar, we know busy season. A lot of
Sure.
our people are auditors. So
Yeah.
notice our first, we didn't have our first event till about March or so because
Yeah.
of busy. So we think of stuff like that and then like
Oh.
sort of time out
course.
the calendar after
Yeah.
that. So yeah, the thought that has gone into it, but not initially when we met.
Okay.
It took a few months for us to be like, we're winging it a bit too much, yeah.
Yeah, and I guess like just for context, like
Yeah.
Gugu, myself,
Mo,
and
yeah.
even our initial partner, like all of us are chartered accountants. So it's sort of like we're not just creatives. Well, I only realized that I'm actually like part creative throughout this
Throughout the
entire
thing, okay.
experience. But you know, we all come from corporate professional backgrounds. So
Yeah.
things like this is
Yeah.
things that you know.
There's a sound. Somebody's phone is buzzing.
It wasn't me.
Somebody's phone is ringing?
It wasn't me.
It
stopped.
I think mine was vibrating. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
I could pick that up. Sorry.
It wasn't me this time.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
yeah.
Gabriel.
So that's for context, just in that like we all come from a professional background, so we approach things like really from a business perspective as well. But then we also understand that there's the human and emotional
Side
element
of it.
as well. You know?
Yeah.
So it's also being understanding of, you know, people do want to come and support us, but if it's busy season, you know, they're put in a tight corner, especially if they are like auditors and, you know, consultants and stuff. It's like there's those periods where like I want to come,
Yeah.
but I can't because there's this job that pays the bills for me. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So we don't want to put people in a position where they need to choose between the two. So rather we sort of like adjust our calendar just so that, you know, we're delivering on that good experience. And I
Wow.
think hence why we keep on growing, because we're always cognizant of
Yeah.
other people effectively. effectively.
That's top, man. I mean, it's nice that all of you are accountants. I was going to ask who's the more disciplined one? Who's the one who's always late? Who's or most most
not
disciplined?
late, but yeah, the most disciplined.
Who's always late?
No one.
No one. Organized.
Was the old part.
Oh yeah, actually, yes,
Who's always hungry? Who's always wanting to eat?
Mo never eats before an event.
yeah, he never.
At
Mo
all.
will come and set up and say, I'm hungry. Guys, Mo never eats before an event.
So he's
He's always hungry.
Oh yeah, who panics a lot? Who's like, yo, shit, oh guys,
But probably me.
yeah.
Yeah, probably me internally.
Yeah, visibly. I
visibly,
wouldn't say
no.
we're
You don't,
gonna panic.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
visibly like I'm chilled, but yeah, I guess like before, yeah, and especially when we launch a new event,
Yeah.
or a new concept, or we try something different,
Mm-hmm.
because it's always like, remember, there's a lot that comes into play. There's the financial element as
Of
well.
it, yeah.
It's also like the impact that it will have on the brand if it doesn't necessarily do well. So it's a lot. It's a lot. So I guess like for me, I think like now that I'm tapping into more of like my creative side as well.
Of it, yeah.
Probably it's that element, it's the creative element. Because I think like had I still been more, or if I'm more like on the project management side, like Ugu,
Yeah.
if
You wouldn't
everything else-
tap into.
I wouldn't really tap into that, you know, because for Ugu, it's that thing of like, okay, we have these things that are done, you know,
Yeah.
speak through each line or each thing that we need to get to. If everything
Sure.
is fine on that, she's fine, you know, she just rocks up, then we do what we need to do.
Wow. That's the superwoman of the team.
Yeah, no, like, oh, guys, like, we keep telling you guys this.
What about me?
Yeah, if only you could.
Let's start at the top.
We start at the top, like,
line
yeah.
by line.
Line
Okay,
by
our
line.
ticket sales. How's this? What can we do to improve ticket sales? Okay, let's go to expenses. Do we have this? Do we
Yeah.
have that?
Right.
DJs. Do we have a list? This and literally just going
She
down.
goes right
income
through,
statement.
just from one line.
Take,
One line, then it expands into so many
taking
things.
from
yeah.
what Gugu just said, that when it comes to let's say events, yeah, how do you choose the venue and how do you choose the DJs and the lineup? Those kind of things. Who decides and how do you actually make sure that it suits the event? So let's start with the lineup thing, with the DJs thing.
Okay, I guess that's more my thing. So with the DJs, Mo and myself usually do that.
Yeah.
So we alternate just based on events. So whenever we have a next event, whether it's First Friday or Stokvel'a, Mo will be the one who curates the
that.
lineup. Yeah, but we have resident DJs who we generally use for most of our events.
Yeah.
It's on a rotational basis though. But,
Okay.
yeah, but we have what do you call it, resident DJs, and then we're always looking out for new talent. Because remember, at the end of the day, one of the primary objectives of us starting, not necessarily Stokvel'a, but the community as a whole, is also to give people a platform to DJ as
Sure,
well.
that's-
Because for
yeah.
me, I struggle, like I mentioned in that podcast that we had, like I struggled to get into the game.
Yeah.
You know, it took like a year and a bit to really, you know, get my
Get
foot in
into
through
it.
the door. You know, so I guess
Really? About a year?
a year and a half, yeah. It took
Okay.
a while. It took a while for me to really get my, you know, I'd have like one gig every 8 months.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I would DM consistently, like not getting
Any
anything.
gigs.
Yeah, you know, so I guess like now with Stokvel'a, it's a platform for people to really play music that they want. So we don't tell you what to play.
You just do what you gotta do.
Do whatever, man.
Yeah. But then when
Whatever.
you go through that period where maybe you were struggling, I'm talking about as you're trying to get, if there's somebody out there watching this thinking, okay, you were going through that, but how did you navigate yourself? What are some of the tips that you can give someone? Maybe they're DMing people,
Yeah.
they're going to the events, but they're not getting those gigs. So what would you say to somebody to say, this is maybe the best way to do it?
Hey, man, like,
Like I want to get to Stokvel'a, I'm there, bedroom DJ, I'm thinking,
Yeah.
Zakala. What do I do?
look, like if you want to get onto Stokvel'a, you just DM us.
Yeah.
DM us on Instagram, and then we literally go through each and every
Every-
single, like if you send us a link to a mix, we listen to it from start
Yeah.
to finish. So I will listen to it, Mo will listen to it, and then we'll discuss between the two of us, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, Gooks doesn't get involved.
I thought you were going to say
I don't understand.
everything.
They didn't even
Yeah.
have to plan transition. Like, it sounds good. Sounds to me like it's coming together.
I
So I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Oh, yeah.
So
What if, say you choose a DJ, the DJ comes, they're performing,
Yeah.
eish, things go wrong. Is it easy for you to go and say, hey, man, I don't think, you know, it's working? How do you deliver that news to someone? Or what do you do?
no, look, like it's a tough one. Not necessarily, like I wouldn't say. okay, fortunately, we haven't been in a position where we've had to be like, hey, China, like, it just wasn't working, so then we need to let you go. So we hardly don't let people
anybody go. Okay.
Yeah, so we're very selective in terms of who we put on.
Yeah.
So that's number one, you know. So yes, you can have a great mix with all the right transitions and everything, but I don't even know what it is that we're looking for per se.
Yeah.
But it just needs to bring out home, because remember what we're creating here is we're bringing South Africa here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So it's that thing of like, then some people will then send us like a mix that's catered more towards a UK crowd. So then obviously it's not gonna work out. You know, and also we don't want you to compromise your style of play just because you want to
Fit in
here.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so yeah, so we look for a variety of people. So we have like, for example, Q the satellite. You know, he plays like your like 90s bubblegum, Brenda Fassie, TKZ.
Okay,
type.
Mamira Makebo,
Well, no,
Malaika.
Yeah,
Okay, go
well,
to
Malaika, that's more me. But
Yeah.
but
Okay.
like our TKZ do, like he's a very
Kwaito?
old school
Okay.
Kwaito plus bubble gum ish. Yeah, it's weird to explain, but he's good.
But
at
he's
it.
good at
He's
that.
good at it, so hence why we have him.
Okay.
Then you have Don Groovy. When it comes to deep house light, he has a very good ear for that. And then I guess like me, I'm more of like a wild card.
You're quite versatile, isn't it?
Yeah, yes.
Sometimes you khoi quiet or sometimes whatever, hip hop.
Yeah, I've never played the same genre consecutively. Yeah, I haven't.
okay.
I haven't. I always switch around, you know.
Yeah.
So like even today, it's gonna be something totally different.
Different.
Yeah, and I mean,
Okay.
you know, you know,
I
like,
know.
you know me.
I know.
I don't even have to explain. You
I
know
just
me.
wanted people to know.
Yeah,
but I
you
know.
know me.
Let me go to Googs. Events. How do you choose a place that you're gonna go to?
venues, yeah.
How do you select?
So the majority of them have come through literally just online checking, like looking up venues, you know, using different sort of websites, and then reaching out. We always do viewings.
Yeah.
Come through, take some photos, because I don't think we've ever gone to viewing all together. There's always
together,
someone
yeah.
who sort of isn't around. So
Go there,
yeah,
okay.
so sort of just look at the space, share it with the others.
Yeah.
Then we start to, you know, if you like the space visually and all of that, then you start to discuss numbers. And sort of does it work with you know, whatever
Vision for that event.
yeah. So that's how we normally do it. It's sort of just going through the motion of finding it, viewing it, and all of that. So yeah, that's how we go through it. And because he's obviously got the creative eye, like he'll be like, no, like visually it will look nice. The content here will look nice. Like, no, it looks nice.
That's good. That's good.
I'm
That's
like,
good
it
to
fits
have that in the team.
It fits enough people. It's like, yeah, but it looks nice.
Yeah.
Did you
Wow.
choose the font as well for Stokvel'a?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, you can
That's
tell
dope.
the visuals. Like
Yeah.
it's got
Its own unique.
Stix.
Yeah.
It's got Stix all over it. I can see that.
That's dope,
Pretty
man.
cool.
No,
Pretty
he's a chartered accountant in his spare time.
Oh, you guys are full time,
Yeah.
and he's like part time.
Yeah,
Wow.
nah, this CA thing is a side hustle for me. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go into details, just to loosen things up, because I can see here we're too serious.
Hey.
I've got Miss T over there. She's got
Okay.
a game.
Would you rather?
Should we go? Yeah. Would you
Yeah,
rather?
Would you rather?
Let's go to would you rather.
Stix,
Okay.
would you rather watch Springboks World Cup
yeah.
or AFCON with Fana Bafana?
Springbok. Is this even a question?
That's a true one.
Watching football, so I thought it was gonna be
Yeah,
Yeah.
Springboks. I think.
Springboks. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like with Bafana, they're sort of like trying to redeem themselves. I mean, they did pretty well in the
Yeah,
previous
they did
AFCON.
get
Oh,
to
yes.
the
So I guess
semi-final.
like
They did.
I guess like now, yes, I'd sort of. Ish. Okay, do you know
You
what?
had an answer,
okay,
now it's
okay,
changing.
Wait, okay, do you know what it will boil down to? Where it
Yes.
is? Like
Where?
The country.
Yeah, the country where they're having.
Where
it.
they're playing.
Yeah, where
It's
they're
giving us a
playing.
political answer. You see this one?
Depends.
We'll
Yeah,
take that
yeah.
one.
Yeah, let's take that
We'll
one.
take that one.
Yeah, let's take that one. Yeah, so that.
Okay,
Yeah,
Fire away.
Gugzin.
Yeah, bo.
Would you rather live in Alex or Gugu Hlophe?
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Ah,
Not
That
because
was
of the
too-
I think
name.
because of the name.
Definitely not because of the
Because,
name. It's
yeah.
the location.
Yeah?
Joburg versus Cape Town.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
Cape Town.
You would
Then
rather
Joburg.
have Cape Town than Josie?
Yeah,
Okay.
You don't like Josie?
Not at all.
Why?
I did my time in Josie. I did my time. I'm very intentional. I did my time.
All right.
Yeah, but
He said your sentence is Josie prison. Wow.
Cape Town's home. So I don't
Okay.
Yeah.
Now something a bit more grime. Stix Mathambo. Would you rather die first or watch everyone die?
Yo.
Yo. Where are you getting this?
I wasn't there when they were listening.
You can see whether you didn't challenge.
You didn't challenge. You just
see what
like,
Stix would
I'm
be
shocked.
bringing out if I didn't challenge.
One question's like, oh,
Maybe I did. Maybe it's part of the plan.
yeah.
Answer the
Hey, man, I think I'd watch other people die just because then, I want to see how they're dying, if they're screaming and whatever, so that, like, when it's my time now,
Yo.
then I'm like, first, and then bam.
Oh, you've seen it before?
Yeah, I don't want to be the experiment, basically.
But don't
Yeah.
you think you're gonna get so anxious watching?
Yeah.
Watching it come back around
No,
to you.
but then, no, but then, like, let's just say they're doubling them, right? And then maybe like one of them.
Dueling it means
Dueling.
shooting, by the way, right?
Oh, sorry.
Just in case.
Yeah. So so that, like, if maybe one of them survives, then at least I know how they dodge at.
Okay.
Oh, so you're gonna dodge.
Yeah. So that even me, I can.
I see.
And then I can play dead, but then I'm not actually dead.
That's
So
what.
yeah. So
Hey,
that's
so my king, you got ideas for days.
Yeah. What you got?
Okay, Gugu. Grim one. Would you rather tame a lion or a cobra snake?
A lion or a
A
cobra
lion or a
snake?
snake?
Yeah.
Tame them. I don't think they're tameable. If I had to choose, I'd go for
People
lion.
have pets as these
Lion.
animals.
Yeah, I can't stand snakes. I can't stand.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one.
No,
I'm
they
trying, I can't.
They
Even
are.
now,
I see it coming
Yeah.
towards me.
They're dodging it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd rather have Mufasa or Scar.
Yeah.
One of those.
He like Mufasa, eh? Mufasa.
Yeah.
Wow.
My real answer is none.
For the sake of the
Political.
podcast.
Too political.
Have you got a last one for me?
Okay. Would you rather chew metal?
Oh, it didn't mean directly for me.
No, he must join. He must join.
Would I rather? Would I rather?
Would you rather chew metal or eat glass?
Chew metal. Eat glass. Hey,
But
there's-
you can't chew metal. Like your teeth are gonna be gone.
I
What
know,
happens with
rather.
glass?
Or eat
It
it.
stays there. You're gonna cut your hole.
I know, chew metal. I'd rather chew this one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
fucking knife in China.
Let's end it off with a nice one for you.
Yeah, man.
Would you
I thought we were on the same team. Yeah, go on.
Okay, would you rather
Yeah.
play football with Maporisa or DJ back to back with Benny McCarthy?
As in play football. No.
Okay.
Play back to back with Benny McCarthy.
Or play football with Maporis, DJ Maporis?
At this age, football is not going to work. I'll play football with Maporisa so that we can make a song after.
You're too political about it.
And then we can do the back to back together. Yeah.
Okay, fair juice.
Thank you very much, Miss T. Really appreciate that. Let's talk about the merchandise, man. I see we've got something here. It's Stokvel'a.
Yes. Good.
Yes.
Wanna take it away?
Sure. So something new, celebrating our 1-year anniversary. We thought, how can we switch it up? And just hoping summer days, people are outside and just back home is sporty packet that everyone wears.
That's
It's a
it.
thing, So we thought, let's go for it. I've got one on my
It
head.
looks good. Oh, it's got an
Yeah,
SA flag
they've got-
inside.
They've got different patterns.
Which camera
on
is
the
that? Is it
inside.
that one
That's
over
the
there?
Black one, yeah. We've got this. We've got a white one as well. So yeah, it's just something as part of our 1-year
anniversary.
So,
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a limited edition for today. We have limited in stock, but then we'll definitely be doing more of these, and just to really push the brand, push the culture out there. And I think if anything, I mean, the past few weeks, like a lot of people, or not even weeks, like the past few events actually is predominantly the last last two.
Yeah.
Spring edition and the December one. Like, I don't know, like people really feel like they're at home.
Okay.
You know, so I think like it's that thing of like, yes, now you don't necessarily need to come directly to Stokvel'a to feel at home. Like, come,
Yeah.
you know, but then you can actually wear it in your day to day. You know, you can carry a piece of home with you wherever you go.
Yeah. Have you got any other merchandise as well, or is it just going to be the bucket hat for the day?
Yeah, for now, it's just, for now it's just the hats.
Okay,
Small
that's a good
steps,
start.
small
That's
steps.
good. That's good. MDKAY ngajahe, it's Moyo, boy.
Yeah.
And then the food, man. I've heard people saying, "Hey, I want to go to Stokvel'a because I get to eat food from home."
Yeah.
How do you choose what you're gonna cook, and what is it that for somebody who doesn't know Stokvel'a, what kind of food are you bringing to the people, and who makes the food? How do you choose who make the food and things like that?
I guess.
Yeah.
With food, we wanted to always keep it traditionally South African.
Yeah.
So in the previous Stokvel'as, which normally fell over like more of the colder months, we've had all, like traditional warm food.
Mohodu.
Obviously, chakalaka is always there. Pap, like plates. You
Yeah.
know, like
What is
traditional plates.
mohodu? What does mohodu mean?
Mohodu is stomach intestine.
The meat of the inside.
The inside, the intestines. Like
So Mukudu is tribe. Yeah.
Tribe.
That's it.
Tribe.
Yeah. Like two tribes.
Not
Nah, I'm just
the
kidding.
beach,
Tribes.
the tribe like.
Yeah, tribe
Yeah.
with the P.
So mohodu.
What else do we have?
but I think like,
Amanglina
Yeah.
as
Yes.
well. We've had that.
and had beef. Yeah, but
Beef
but
stew.
that was
Sam.
Birmingham.
Yeah,
I think
Sam.
Birmingham was the one where we had like proper. Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all those traditional meals from home, which also you'll never get the ingredients at my Tesco and stuff
All
like
right,
that.
yeah,
There's things
yeah,
where you
yeah.
must go to African shops to
Yeah.
buy,
To buy
the
those.
ingredients. So that's sort of the food. Then today we're switching it up. So today we're going to have a braai. It's
Nice.
summer. We want to be outside.
Yeah.
Get shisanyama. You know the smell, the smell of braai meat going.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're outside, you see the sun is
Guys.
coming out.
Hey,
Come
the
in,
sun is
come
coming,
in.
guys.
These people
And let's
never
not
know it
jinx
was
it,
raining.
eh? It's the
One thing I'm
UK
gonna-
sun.
Yeah,
I'm gonna mention Gore, it's also our first time outside. You know, you guys got us outside, so this is the first time. Yeah. So we appreciate it. We are out like proper. Yeah. So mohodu, mangina, pop as well.
Pap, Sam.
Sam.
We always have like a salad, a chakalaka, potato salad, something on the side there.
Yeah.
We've had a makwenya.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maskopas.
Yes.
That was dope actually.
Yeah. Oh, makwenya is.
I like the way you
best
both.
cook.
You had a maskopas.
Yeah,
honestly,
The way they got excited with the mascopas is like, yeah.
Guys, I miss a maskopas.
Yeah.
Especially the colored one, the sweet one, like the
Yeah.
mouth. Yes.
That's exactly what we had.
Yeah, and then
Good
today
stuff.
we're introducing biltong.
Yeah.
So shout out to our plug from Bristol.
Yeah.
Yo, Von. Hey, that's silly.
So
Wow.
how do you
Yeah,
pick?
so logo, so that you
Yeah.
How do you pick who's providing your catering? Like, how do you pick the caterers? Like,
Food-wise.
Double Stix, they have a way of picking our DJ lineups. So catering is always there. How do you guys pick
Yeah, so
the caterers?
previous sort of menus and food was actually one of our business partners, like family. It was her aunt.
Yeah.
So she was like, my aunt is here in the UK. She cooks. Can we try her out? We tried her out for a few, which was good. That's what we were describing there, Mangin and all of that.
Yeah.
The bride today, Junk
Junk
Park.
Park.
We've
Worked
collaborated with them
them.
a few times.
I
Okay.
They're based in Birmingham or
Yeah.
Midlands.
Yeah, they're basically.
I've heard of Junk Park. Yeah.
Around that side. So
Okay.
they're coming down. Waiting for them now. They're driving down from Midlands.
And I blame
But are they
them.
gonna give us-
Those are the ones who were blowing up my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't Amashonisa. It was, oh, okay.
Akhona lapho, even
Yeah.
akhona amashonisa at the side.
Yeah.
Mashonisa ba
Amabheli,
everywhere,
babiza, I think they're bellies or whatever. Anyway, sizobuya lapho. Let's get to the thick of things here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about particularly this venue.
Yeah.
How do we get this venue? How do you view it? Who went in? And why did you decide specifically on this venue?
Yeah. So, Mo was the one who initially founded, right?
I think so. Mo had, we'd all been here previously on other sort of, I don't want to say engagements, in our personal capacity,
Oh,
not as the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
So in our personal capacity, we had seen the venue before,
Yeah.
and as I mentioned, this is the first time we're outside.
Yeah.
So one thing with London, previous, like what we've come to know over this
Yeah.
thing, is that Venues can be quite costly, and also size. Basically, we have to balance size and cost of the venue.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously
Very
indoor,
critical balance.
outdoor as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, and indoor
Very,
and
yeah.
outdoor. So this one ticked all of our boxes. From a cost perspective, from
Yeah.
a looks aesthetic
Aesthetic
perspective,
perspective.
it's outside.
You like that?
Yeah,
The looks.
Of course.
Yeah.
And the aesthetics.
Yeah.
It has to, and
brother.
all our venues, like I think, they've done that. So
Okay.
it's very key for us. Yeah, I think
So, yeah, it-
gotten better at it. Yeah.
Sorry, Stix. So yeah, it will be capacity,
Yeah.
cost, location, look. I think those are our main sort of boxes to tick, and this one ticked all of them,
Yeah.
which was quite good. So yeah, that's how we sort of stumbled across it, and similarly to what I said before, found it, emailed them, and then we just
The
went,
whole
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
bang, bang.
Yeah, viewings
But it was just, yeah.
and all of that.
Okay. Today, what should we expect? What's gonna go down today? How's the lineup looking like?
Today.
Today.
Actually, no, wait. Before you tell me about today, I wanted to ask you guys. You've got an event. How's the night before or the week before? Which one is more stressful? How's the night before? Do you guys get to sleep? Do you guys be like call each other, or do you do some rituals like?
Did you have a ritual on the day? Like,
Yeah,
the night before is usually.
it's simple.
No, by then you've accepted. There's
Hurrah,
not
no.
much you can do
not
from
much you
the
can
night
do.
before.
What's more stressful? Is it the week before? Is
week.
it? Yeah.
week.
I think because you still have enough time to make changes, and
Yeah.
that's where you start to pick up on last minute things that, we forgot this, or
This,
we
yeah.
need to do this, or So
Yeah, so it's usually that.
usually the week before is quite stressful. Night before, by then
It's already
the
done.
party's planned. There's
It's
nothing
accepted.
you can do. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
slept well last night.
At least you can say that. Yo. Yeah, I think the unfortunate thing for me is, and I don't know what it is, but every
Yeah.
single event that we've gone to, like, it's just always a hectic week for me.
Yeah.
Especially at work. So, this week at work, something significant happened as well. So it was just like, it was just tense for me yesterday. And then
Yeah.
obviously I'm gigging also in between everything
Yes.
else. So sometimes like the gigging from the previous week sort of like catches up with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time that Stokvel'a comes, but I guess also the fact that like, I'm nervous before the day, just because of the creative element of me now sort of
Yeah.
showing itself more.
Yeah. But what are you more nervous about? Is it something going wrong? Is it something?
No, nothing going wrong. Like everything else is always on plan. Like
Yeah.
and I never. That's why like when I wake up the day of his Stokvel'a, I'm not worried about anything because I know we've covered everything.
Wow.
And then if we have missed something, then it's a development point for another thing to incorporate, like for the next one to incorporate into. So
Yeah.
usually the day of it's just the week because it's like, how the people gonna receive it. With every Stokvel'a, we've been introducing something a bit different, whether
Yeah.
it's the DJs, with the new DJs as well. For me, I'm also sort of like, with the pressure sort of like get to them as well.
Yes.
And all of that. And also, we really want to make sure that the sound represents home. I think that's the thing. Like,
That's the
making
key element.
That's
Yeah.
the key element where, like, yes, people say, yes, let's go to a truly authentic South African
Event.
event. Like you get a bit of it, but not really, whereas when you come here, here you are just like, I know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, because I've heard most people say that they feel
Yeah.
like they're at home.
That's
They
it.
always look
Yeah.
forward to coming
Yeah.
to the place. Yeah.
yeah, some people on TikTok actually think that it's South Africa, so they're like,
Yeah.
"Where
Can't do
is
it,
that?"
yeah.
They're like, no, it's London, like,
Yeah. That means you're actually achieving
You're
the
achieving
goal.
something, when last did you hear Munada other side?
Yeah,
you only hear
exactly.
Munada at Stokvel'a,
Yeah.
And even today, like you're gonna hear, these DJs are
Something else.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't necessarily heard their sets, but I know most of their songs because they sent me theirs.
You know what? He did a trick on us. He was, he said, no, all of you give me like 2 songs that you like, a playlist,
This
whatever.
is the playlist.
It's the playlist, yeah. So
And
because
then-
I'm sure most of them are new, so they don't know. So they
release
Yeah.
a
So we
playlist
send him a
before
playlist.
ever,
Now
yeah.
it's his set. His
Yeah,
set.
so they
He's gonna rock that.
Dave, that's so
That's
smart.
your prep. WhatsApp
done.
message.
Yeah.
That's so smart.
Yes,
I have
go
a
on.
question for you, Stix, because you
Yes.
said you and Mo are in charge of the DJ lineups. So if I'm an upcoming DJ,
Yep.
and I'm looking because you guys look for new talent. So if I'm an upcoming DJ,
Yep.
and you guys get me on a lineup the first, maybe the next Stokvel'a, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't hear from you on your next Stokvel'a. Like I'm gonna feel like some type of way. How am I supposed to feel? How do I deal with that?
Yeah, like look, understandably so. Like it's a tricky thing. So I think with us, it's a thing of we make it clear to the DJs that we work on a rotational basis, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So the nice thing about us is that once you DJ, like we have method to our madness, you know. So there's certain conditions that we do place on you when you start off with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, but then the thing is that we keep you as a resident. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, so we keep you. So yes, you might not play at every single Stokvel'a, but you will play.
It doesn't mean you're out.
It doesn't mean you're out. It just means that you'll
Oh.
continue to play for us as and when
Yeah.
things,
Look who's coming. Hello, we step up.
He does not. This is how a resident DJ acts.
Introduce yourself to the people. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah.
So
That's dope.
so we keep you as a resident, and look, it's unfortunate that like, you know, you won't be able to play, but I think like that's just the nature of just like the game. And I mean,
The business,
let me just use a personal example just to put it into context for the new guys. So
Okay.
generally during the summer I would have residency for what do you call those guys? Pi Radio. They have this thing called Amapiano Takeover in
Okay,
Manchester,
yeah.
you know. So they would have me like, you know, for their, I think they would have like monthly events.
Yeah.
You know, so sometimes I won't be available because maybe I'm traveling or whatever, you know. But I'd play those consistently, and then they would have like they have this big festival called King of Amapiano out in Manchester. You know, they bring out the big artists. You know. So
sure.
Last year they had like the guys from Piano Hub, New Money, Gang. You know, a lot of the big cats. You know, but I was not on that lineup.
Okay.
You know, and of course, like there's the emotional element of it. You're a bit hurt, you know, but you also need to understand the dynamics as well. In that, like sometimes, you know, promoters, and it's not always the case.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for us specifically, you know, we, like I said, we tailor each event, and we make sure that the DJs that we select for each event,
Okay.
it makes sense, you know. So for them, it wouldn't make sense sort of like having me there. Like, I mean, it would be great to have me,
Okay.
you know, but it's a
Yeah.
thing of transport that they'll need to pay. It's it's accommodation, you know.
right,
It's then the fee as well, you know.
Okay,
so
cool.
it's better for them to get someone local from that side who won't struggle with stuff like accommodation, transport, and that, as opposed to having me.
So it's nothing against you.
It's nothing against
It's just
me.
that sometimes
Yeah,
it's business. Sometimes things are,
it's
are convenient this way.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay,
You
I'm
know,
with you.
And yeah.
So does that mean that Stokvel'a at some point is going to bring big names? Because I heard you mention big names for other people that you work with.
Are
Or like
we-
artists like what? From abroad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going to have international artists?
By
for
abroad, you mean
Stokvel'a?
home? 'Cause that's
Home.
abroad
Yeah.
right now.
From home. From home,
You've been
bro.
here too long. You've been here too
Yeah.
long. Hey.
Are you guys
You
coming
say
home?
You say I'm going overseas. I'm going overseas and I'm going home.
Artists from home, guys. Artists from home.
You think you're telling me these? I'm going home.
Hey, editor. Hey, come on. We're going to have to edit this part. You guys are roasting me on my podcast. Anyway, yeah, carry on.
So, yeah. I
That's all good.
I think it's a concept that's too far away from us.
Yeah.
Okay.
To even the DJ points and stuff, we're very fortunate with people who sort of send us messages
Yeah.
on our Instagram, send us DMs, and along those lines as well. We've
Okay.
had a few of those. So, no, we've been overwhelmed
Overwhelmed
by
with that.
how positive, like, so yeah, there's a DJ every week, every second
Every
week.
second
and,
Sending something.
Yeah.
I mean, talking about overwhelming, you mentioned that with Stokvel'a, for some reason, you said there were too many people, or you were exceeding the numbers, and you were overwhelmed by that.
The growth, yeah.
The growth. How's the situation now? Are you guys okay with it, or you still want to
There's
get
never
more
such a
numbers?
thing as too many people.
Yeah.
Now they're going to turn around and say, no, there's too many people. They're not accepting any more applications.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as too many people.
Yeah, we're always
So still one more.
more is better.
Yeah.
I think when we go back to the community, so Stokvel'a,
It's
First
a brand.
Friday, those are our events.
Yeah.
Those are two distinct events.
Yeah.
But the group, we call ourselves the
Community, yeah.
Oh.
That's what it is. So when we go back to that, the essence of why we came together.
Together
Yeah.
in the
We
first
all
place.
said, guys, there's so many of us in London, in UK, wherever.
Yeah.
Let us come together and
Yeah.
be that home away from home for each other. Let us form a community.
Okay.
Yeah. So when we speak about numbers, that's why I say we'll never have too many.
Too many.
Because
Okay.
the purpose is for us to find each other and
As
find
many
our
as
home.
possible.
So yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
for
yeah.
us to connect with each other. So no, never such a thing as too many people.
Yeah.
But how we deal with it, we are still growing.
Yeah.
So fortunately, every event we sell more tickets than the previous. So it shows we are still growing.
That's good.
And how we deal with it is we've had, I think this is Stokvel'a number 6.
6.
Oh, is it the sixth one?
Six at 5 different venues.
Wow.
It was only our last one where
Wow.
we repeated
Oh,
the venue,
guys.
which
Yeah.
shows you that
Shows
with each one we have to
You
keep
keep growing,
going.
growing.
So we've got
Which is a good thing.
6 London venues.
Yeah.
Or 5 London
5
venues.
venues.
By the end, you guys will know the
Yeah.
whole of London. Are we
bruh.
planning to go, not abroad as in home, but are we going to take Stokvel'a like abroad, not South Africa?
Like
abroad.
Europe.
Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be, yeah.
Like Germany and
Germany, yeah.
I'll
yeah,
choose
because there's
Amsterdam,
quite
but
some big
Yeah.
South African communities out
Yeah.
there.
And also, what's the difference between First Friday? Is it every Friday? First Friday.
So it's the
Friday.
First Friday in Stokvel'a.
Okay, so
What's the relationship between those two?
Okay, so Stokvel'a is more of like experiencing a part of South Africa within the UK.
Yeah.
And basically just being in that space of a South African or Southern African environment.
Yeah.
Whereas First Friday is more an art-based event
Okay.
where the focus is mainly on the arts. So we'll have painters, illustrators showcasing their art.
Yeah.
Vendors selling their work of art. Like for example, this necklace that I'm wearing.
Where did you get that from?
Ishura. So yeah,
Okay.
so she basically makes necklaces of continents or countries.
Yeah.
So if she's making a country, for example, she will basically engrave like all the provinces within that.
Oh, in that small piece.
So basically in here,
yeah.
it's the flag of every single country in Africa.
Oh,
on
really?
this small thing, yeah.
All right.
You know, so then it's basically giving those artists, those creators.
I'll get a picture for the audience so we can,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can
So
show them.
yeah,
Yeah.
so then they get a platform to really showcase their art. So it's not South African based or whatever. It's art based.
Yeah.
You know, so and it's basically giving people specifically from the Black diaspora, although we don't exclude others. You know.
Yeah, okay.
Giving them that platform to really show their art.
Yeah.
You know, because maybe they can't get into a conventional gallery or they can't get into a conventional market. You know, so we create that for them.
Okay.
You know, yeah. So that's basically the difference between the two. Very distinct, and even the music is very different.
Yeah.
Very slowed down, very relaxed. So think of like your broken beat. Smooth music, whereas here,
Groove.
yes,
groove.
That's
yes,
what I
yeah,
was
groove,
saying.
Yeah, cut.
Stokvel'a's groove.
groove, proper.
People are sweating. It's
Yeah.
People are doing for sure. They're sweating.
Yeah,
yeah.
We're there. We're operating at a high tempo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas First Friday we
It's very
slow it all the
down.
way down.
Yeah.
Live music and.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're nearly out of time.
We can do maybe
A bit more.
5.
Another 5 more minutes.
Yeah, 5
okay.
minutes.
I had a little game. Do you have the game where I can ask them how well they know each other quickly?
Yeah.
This is just to test. I didn't tell you about this. I didn't want you guys to.
Guys,
Because we would have sent each other the
Yeah,
answers.
I know.
Yes.
I
but
know.
also, just
It's
a
a simple one.
disclaimer, guys. If anyone tests me, I'm gonna fail.
Ah, no, don't worry. The intention is for you to fail. Anyway,
Yeah, what's up?
let me.
opposite.
It's just the question. You will confirm whether it's true or not.
Oh, okay.
So I'll ask Gugu, and then I'll say, does Stix like still water or sparkling water?
Still?
Does Stix
Still?
still water?
Still is
Yeah,
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. Does he like private piano or just house music?
House.
Is that
that's
true?
right. Yeah, that's
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does he prefer Cape Town or Durban Beach?
Cape Town?
That's true.
That's true. Wow. Okay. Are you gonna say that's true to everything, my guy?
No. Like legit.
We're not gonna
Yeah.
embarrass
Okay.
each other.
Does he prefer? Does he prefer to live in a house or in an apartment?
Ooh. You currently live in an apartment, but maybe you want a garden. I'm going to give him house.
House.
She's
True.
right.
All right. We're gonna switch it. Don't just say true to everything. All right. Does Google like coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Definitely.
Wow. What's the other one? What's her favorite snack?
Snack.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's
No.
snack, Nji.
No, but Anisha, you need to give me my options. Pella,
No,
there's so many
I'm
snacks.
asking you. What's her favorite snack, Baba? Can't come here and change my question.
Oh, okay.
Like her favorite snack.
Her favorite snack.
Yeah.
Do you have a person?
A person.
Sure. Make it work at this job.
I think that answers your question.
That's the
I was
answer.
like, what is a person?
That's the.
That's incorrect.
Does Google like jazz music or quieter music?
Okay, what's
Yeah.
Popcorn
Popcorn or
is my
crisps or
favorite snack.
built up.
But it was going in a different direction. So I'm like, come
No, but you
back.
must get to know me. It's popcorn.
Yeah, it's giving Olivia Pope.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus you also
With the
do
banana,
wine
with
as
the
well.
wine.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, which one? I'll start on the on. What's her favorite snack? Okay. Does she prefer paper or electronic?
Electronic.
No.
Ah.
Paper.
Hey, Makai.
Explains the
Paper.
printing.
Yeah.
She prints out everything. She even printed out e-case list, and I'm like, but we have it digitally, Googs. Actually, I should have thought about that.
No, we need it. Like, I'm a very
Actually,
pen and
yeah,
paper.
Does she prefer to read a book or watch a film?
Watch a film.
A film, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Do you also sleep after page 2 of reading a book?
No, it's actually the TV that puts me to sleep.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're going to wrap it up,
Yep.
guys. Two Tribes, King's Cross, London. This is where it's
Yep.
going to be happening.
Yep.
We're with you guys. I wish you all the best. I want to say I'm proud of you guys for what you're doing for the community.
Yep.
I love it. I enjoy it. I feel at home as well.
Yep.
Is there any freestyling that you want to do? Is there anything that you want to tell us?
Okay.
Creative.
Yeah. I guess like from our side,
Yeah.
we want to thank everyone that we work with. So Finding the Signal, thank you guys for coming.
Bo- 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 bo.
Big shout out to Neo,
Hey.
taking our pics. Big shout out to Otlebo Boza for doing our visuals. Shout
Yeah.
out to the DJs. Shout out to Jung Park. Shout out to Two Tribes.
Yeah.
Who else have we used? Yeah, basically shout out to my little sister for styling me again.
Oh,
Love you, sis.
yeah, bro, I'm going to say your little sister is on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's solid.
Yeah, no.
Solid,
Does
yeah.
she charge? How much does she charge? Because I might need some tips.
Guys, I
here.
changed her nappies. I changed her nappies while she was growing up.
Too late for me to change nappies, so now I'm going to have to.
Yeah, but no, don't worry. I'll give you her rate. Don't
All
worry.
right.
He's taking 10% for his commission. You better know that.
I'll
Ask for her number, not her rate.
Not that rate.
Ask for her
Number.
numbers.
Yeah.
shout out to my sister, and then I think lastly, like shout out to everyone who also does like the shisha, jukes, zboo.
Yeah.
The guys.
Oh, so
who
we're going to
work
have
at-
shisha today?
We're gonna have shisha today. Yes.
Okay,
We always have
alright,
we
alright.
always have
Yeah,
shisha at
wow.
Stokvel'a.
Yeah.
You clearly didn't hear me the first time.
Yeah, it's only one.
Except for the last time.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
Yeah. Shisha. Shout out to also the guys who are standing at the door scanning people's tickets as well.
Oh,
Shout out
yeah,
to them.
definitely.
But then most importantly, shout out to everyone who keeps supporting us, coming to Stokvel'a, coming to the community events in general.
Yeah.
It's been a great year, and we wouldn't have gotten this far without you guys. So much love from us to you guys. And yeah, man, if you haven't been to Stokvel'a, come through.
Yeah. What would you like to say to the people about the income statement and the tips? Is the balance sheet? Is the balance sheet balancing?
The debits and credits are coming together. But no, I think Stix has summarized it quite well there. We quite often after our events just say, yo, guys.
Yeah.
Like
Every
we're
time.
overwhelmed
Every
by
time.
how positive. even was it yesterday or the other day?
Yeah.
Shout out to her, Ricky. I'll say her name.
Yes.
Did a whole story just explaining Stokvel'a and
Okay.
said, guys, if you're not there, please like leave me out of it. Like I'm plugging you guys. If you choose not to be plugged, that's your problem now.
Yeah.
So people like that, you know,
Okay.
who out of nowhere take the initiative and say, let me plug these people. It's been so overwhelming, so overwhelming positively. So no, he's done all the thank yous. So yeah. Thank you, and thank you to you guys too. It's been
Missy,
great.
any last words?
No,
wanna
thank
say?
you guys for being good sports.
Yeah.
Amazing. Games are literally just games, guys. Don't take you serious. Honestly.
Yeah.
I like
So
that,
good.
man. It's been amazing. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to
right.
enjoy this. And thank you for taking us outside. Let's enjoy the weather.
It's summer.
It's summer, yeah.
We need to be
It's peaked
outside.
out a bit there. It's around.
It's gonna come, it's gonna come. The last question that I always ask my guests before they leave is, if there's any one person that has inspired you and made you who you are, that you want to give flowers to, who would that person be? Let me start with Gugu. If there's one person that you want to say, thank you very much, and these are the flowers to say, dope, for making me who I am today.
Oh, it must be you. Must I select one parent?
If it's both, if it's both, yeah?
They
Go as
both
one.
taught me such different valuable things. This entrepreneur thing, it's my mom.
Yeah.
Discipline is my father.
All right.
So yeah, I think I'm a
Best of both
decent
worlds.
mix between the two. So no, the folks. Even now, I told them about stuff. So I know we're wrapping up, but quickly.
Go ahead.
So they didn't know I was doing this, you know. Planning events and stuff. I only told them very recently. Now I was home a few weeks ago, like recently, and I told them. My mom's like, hey, Tina, we sent a chartered accountant to the UK. And they said, so we're gonna get back an events going. Yeah, but she was saying it out of like love, you know. She's even helping with the merchandise. So my folks have jumped into like, how can we help? What's going on there?
Wow.
So shout out to the folks. Definitely.
No, I like that, man. I get that call sometimes because now I did accounting. They're like, what happened to that accounting? That's what it is. Yes, Stix. Any one person that you like to thank, even if it can be two?
I mean, I think like with me, with the last time I was on the podcast, it was my aunt, and then obviously you guys got the feel of like my grandmother. But I think like today, I'd like to send a big shout out to my siblings, my little sister and my little brother. You know, I'm very close to the two of them, even though they're extremely young. But I think they keep me grounded. They support me in everything that I do.
Yeah.
My little sister, more so.
Sure.
My little brother, as long as I buy him his tokens for his games, he umnand.
Alright.
He's
Sharp.
you know, but I love both of them to bits, and I think they basically bring me back to earth, you know, because I think like sometimes when we're doing this, and especially when the event goes well, we're really on a high afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you don't want to let that cloud sort of like your judgment and lose focus on the main goal.
Yeah.
And I think like for them, like dipping into that space with them, you know, just talking to them, just, I don't know, just being siblings with them, you know.
Keep the feet on the ground.
Yeah, they really put my feet on the ground and just help me to realize that like, look, man, like probably what I'm doing, they look up to me for.
Yeah.
And they're just like, shout out, I want to be like my
older brother,
you know. But also,
sure.
Same way, I also look to them and I'm like, I want to be like you guys, so nice.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, shout out to my siblings.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
All right, we out of here is the co-founders of Stokvel'a, Gugs, and obviously Stix Mathambo. Unfortunately, Mo couldn't join us, so I want to say thank you very much. Sebala and Jesse Shelele. It's yours truly, MDKAY. Leave us a comment, like, subscribe. Thank you very much, man.
Oh, that's nice
here.
one. Nice
Boom,
one.
boom.
And that's a wrap.
Are we clear?